It's Week 3 of the National Football League. And next up, we'll see the veteran Jonnu Smith. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Broncos and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the New York Giants. Brandon Gaudin alongside my broadcast partner Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Giants in our ball game here. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by Russell Wilson. Of course, he won a Super Bowl on this very field back in 2014.
And it had to be especially sweet because no matter how much he plays it off with people like you and me, hearing all the time that a quarterback of his stature, less than 6 foot tall, could not win a Super Bowl, and he played a big role in getting that done, has to be sweet to him.
Now we don't have to talk about small quarterbacks as much.
No, not nearly as much. They still have more to prove, but Russell Wilson's kind of the patron saint for them now.
An early statement on the game's first play, 18 yards and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Goes right back to Smith again. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. For Sutton, the receiving numbers from last week's game. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And some space to move right away as he's hauled away up to the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Here's Robinson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to.
Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Josie Jewell, the linebacker, getting the sack. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7. On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They go play action with Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Wilson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 34. Wilson will throw again. Williams brings it in. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is Cook with a grab. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. (14-0) the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. Here's Cook again. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. First down, here's the run with Cook. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. Oh, nice move. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the gun, it's Wilson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points,
the better off you're going to be.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They begin with a run by Barkley. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tua. He's got Slayton on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Tua. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That time Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On the draw, this is Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Wilson. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. The Giants on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Tua. Being chased out, and this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos, right at the 50-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Meanwhile, Tua's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Tua now on 1st down. This one is Slayton over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Tua now on 1st down. And Davis has it over the middle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Gabriel Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Now, the scoreboard still does not look good, but at least they polished off that goose egg.
Yeah, they've been thoroughly outplayed in the first half. Finally, a little spark of life, but it's going to take a lot more to add to that flame for them to thoroughly get back into this one.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. But no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Got a man, Slayton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. From just shy of midfield, Tua going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. Throw left side taken in by Slayton. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Well, with Saquon Barkley, you often think of the elusiveness, the quickness, but he can definitely run with purpose as well, and he's able to shed a tackler there and continue on.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Throwing is Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. It's tipped, but it doesn't matter. He still catches it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Guaranteed they've been talking a lot about, can we find something that'll go our way? And that tip ball, that definitely just did.
Well, and with this margin manageable, yeah, that gives them a little juice maybe on the tip.
Yeah, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. That could help them get right back in it.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Barkley. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get all the way to the end zone. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And Barkley did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Boswell's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson, and complete right side to Cook. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Tua. Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete. The Giants on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Denver getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Wilson. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. On 2nd down, Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This one to Slayton over the middle. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua going to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. Room here to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Tua. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Tua's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Giants are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Well now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the 2nd half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Now Wilson on 1st down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Washington's got it. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. From the 36, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's got Smith here. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Tagovailoa looking to throw it. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give to Barkley. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Barkley. And able to work his way down to the 16. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for the Giants, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.